guys, what's up? I'm Alison. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe down below and also click that ring bell button so you get a notification whenever I upload a new video on my channel. So for today's video, we are trying out another foundation. I'm really excited to try this out and I'm intrigued with this brand because this is a brand that it targets for Asian, and also the owner itself is Asian, and also I just love the background behind this brand and target to Asian women. And I feel like a lot of foundations should target each specific skin tone so that it's just easier to target their skin tone with their skin type, and I'm really excited to try this out today. So I did receive this sample set in the light shade. They have light, medium, and dark shade, and this is what the packaging looks like. And also, not to mention, their package is very luxe. It looks really luxurious looking, and also it does come with this like catalog, and you guys can see that this catalog, it looks very high quality, like very like fashionista, but in a makeup catalog, and I love like the picture of it and the inside aesthetic looking. So with this brand, it targets for Asian complexion, and also it enriched with hyaluronic acid and also luxurious pearls, and also antioxidant of Evodia. I'm not gonna pronounce the name. I'm gonna put it up here because I don't want to butcher the name of it. And then these are some ingredients that it gives you instant boost of radiance, smooth imperfection, and even skin tone with a soft, luminous finish that's nearby undetectable. So this foundation is featuring with a lightweight, oil-free formula, and semi-luminous foundation delivers beautiful medium to full coverage and offers a natural protection from harmful effects of the sun and environment. So again, the ingredients of the tahina pearls, it just boosts the radiant, nourished skin, and then it gives you like the natural aging process by improving the metabolism, supporting detoxification, and protect your skin against environment damage. Okay, first of all, I want to go in with this packaging by itself. So this is a $30 set of a foundation tester. So when you receive the package, this is what it looks like. It looks very luxe finish, have this like gold details on their brand name, and then on the inside, this is what it looks like. It does come in the instruction on how they want you to try out this foundation shade. I want to go in with this later on, but this is what the inside looks like. So it comes in 3 little like foundation sample size bottle, and I really like the design of it. It looks very luxe. It still has like their brand name on the little bottle foundation, and it comes with this drip application. So I really like the little details of it. So this set, I chose the lightest shade, which is the shade light. They have light, medium, and dark, I believe. So in this set, it does come in 3 different shades, and first of all, this is the lightest shade. It costs like number 10, 20, and then 30, and then on the medium shade there will be 20, 30, and 40. Okay, I want to quickly show you guys the foundation bottle. You guys can see it does have the brand name on top, and it's a very luxe finish, and I love the little details of the sample size of the foundation. It does come in this dripping application. Okay, now I'm going to test out these 3 different shades of foundation on my jawline down to my neck to test out the foundation shade. So here it says wait for 5 minutes to let the foundation settle on the skin for optimal shade accuracy. So I'm just going to leave this here for about 5 minutes, and meanwhile I'm just going to apply my concealer, and I'll be right back. Okay, it has been 5 minutes, and as you guys can see, the lightest shade is way too light for my skin tone, and the medium shade, it probably is the closest one, but it's still a little too yellowish or tan. And for the darkest shade, you guys can see, and definitely it's a lot tanner, and this I can use it as a highlight, but I normally just use my highlighter. I barely use any like concealer shade to highlight my face. So I'm just gonna go in with the medium shade and then mix just a very little of the light shade to see if it can perfect match my color. Okay, so you guys can see over here I mixed 2 different shades to perfect my color. So again, I'm gonna apply this with my e.l.f. sponge, and let's see the coverage of the foundation. So as you guys can see, it does give me that like kind of medium coverage, but not necessarily like cover up my darkness, because I do have really huge like acne going on over here earlier. But as you guys can see, it does tone out my skin tone, and it actually looks pretty nice on the coverage. It blends easily. Okay, so I would say this foundation, it does give me that like light to medium coverage. It blends very nicely. It toned out my skin tone perfectly, and not necessarily that it gives me like a lot of coverage. So those dark spots usually I would just cover with concealer. Foundation doesn't do that. Foundation just help you to tone out your skin tone, but with this foundation it blends very nicely. It does give me that like kind of like medium coverage, I would say, and it blends easily. It dries down very nice. It doesn't feel like sticky at all, and also I feel like it does have that like thicker consistency on the foundation, but not like oil, that kind of stickiness, because with like another foundation I tried earlier before, it does have that lavender oil consistency and it just kind of makes a layer on top on the face. But with this foundation, it does have that thicker texture, but not like a layer on top on the face. I don't feel uncomfortable on it, so I'm gonna give a little bit more on a coverage, like to see if it's buildable around my nose area where I have a lot of redness, and on my forehead and also my chin area. And you guys can see right here, it instantly gave me the very nice coverage. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the foundation on, and this is without any foundation on face. You guys can see I do have a lot of like pigmentation, and this is what it looks with the foundation on. So now I'm just gonna apply on the other side of my face to give you my first impression review. Okay, the foundation is on. Before I set my face with lucidum powder, this is what it looks like. So I would say this is a very nice coverage of a foundation. It toned out, like balanced out my whole skin tone, and also it gives me that really nice medium coverage. And also it does look like skin light, like with the light reflecting, you guys can see there's a very natural kind of my skin but better kind of glow. It's not like it's gonna give me like heaviness on the skin. It's not like a dewy finish, it's more like skin-like finish. I really like how the coverage it gives me and the finish of it. It looks very like healthy, natural glow. So looking into it in the mirror, I'm very surprised with the coverage and also very surprised with the finish of it. It looks very natural, and I have to say, because I do have a lot more breakout on my chin area, so I do have a lot more texture on this area, so it doesn't blend perfectly. It just kind of layered the foundation on top of my chin area, and you can definitely see some like crackiness, like the texture on the skin, and also between my brows area it does pick up a little texture on the skin. I'm not sure why, because this is usually my oiliest place on my face, but it does pick up like a little texture. I'm not sure, is it because I need to exfoliate my face or what, because I haven't been exfoliating since I have like texture and acne coming out. I guess I am back with the full face makeup on, and now let's check into time. It's 3:27, so I actually applied this foundation around 2 o'clock, and I just have been like doing my other stuff, watching YouTube putting on my makeup. So it has been an hour, almost like 30 minutes. This is how the foundation looks like with my makeup on, and I do have to say, when I apply my contour, blush, I don't have any issue with it. And even though with my lucidum powder, I don't see like a dryness on top, because I also go in with my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Spray to make it a lot more natural finish and less like cakiness on the face. So now that you guys can see, my face is looking like skin-like. I really like the coverage of it. I just love like how natural, like skin-like finish, like my skin but better kind of finish, I have to say. And because the foundation is so nice on the finish, and I feel like I don't need highlight at all, because it just gives me that very nice natural, like I feel like I just did a facial or my skin is like plum finish. I really like the finish of this foundation because it just skin-like, it just makes me a lot healthier on the face, and it gives me like the medium coverage, which I really like on this foundation, because I do have blemishes, acne prone skin. It really helps to cover up and balance out my skin tone. So I'm gonna wear this throughout the day, and I'll give you guys an update around 4 or 5 hours mark to see how this foundation react on my oily skin. Hopefully this foundation stay put on my oily skin, so that is what I'm hoping for. But I will give you guys an update and final review on this foundation later on. Okay guys, I am back for the final check-in on this foundation, and now the time is 9:02, which means I've been wearing this foundation for about 7 hours mark now, and this is how it looks like. So I didn't check in throughout the day because I feel like throughout the day there's not much of a difference, but after I would say like 6 hours mark, I would get a little like dryness on the face. I'm not sure why it doesn't mix well with my skin, but I really like the texture, how overall it looks like from far distance. As you guys can see from far distance, it looks like my skin, and the coverage is still on. My foundation, my contour, everything is still on. I don't feel like this foundation it would take off easily, but today I didn't scratch my face or I didn't do anything with my face, like placing my hand on the face, so there's not much like touchiness on the face. But this is what it looks like. The foundation is stay put very nice with the coverage. It looks like my skin but better. It does look very nice from far distance. So this is what I realized within this like 4 hours mark, and starting like the 5 hours mark, I can see my nose is getting a little patchiness, and on the chin area before applying my loosening powder, I already know it's gonna be very like cakeiness on this area, and because I do have like textured skin on this area with my current breakout, so it's very normal with a lot of foundation doesn't stay well when I have like a very serious breakout. But on my nose area, I feel like it's a little tight with the foundation on my skin. Like I can feel a little tightness, I can feel like something on top of the face surface, but it's not like a huge sensation, and it's not like a sensation that it's gonna break me out. It's just a sensation that I feel like it's tightened up my face a little. I'm not sure why, and I feel like this foundation is supposed to be more like skincare infused kind of foundation because it makes you look like your skin, and I really like how it looks from far distance, don't get me wrong. But just closing up my face, I can see the texture and then a little like patchiness around the nose area. But other than that, I really like how it looks on the chin, because the chin area it looks really like plump and looks like my skin but better, and like a little dewiness on the face. It looks very healthy. It's not over dewy. And actually with my oily skin, I'm really amazed how I can still wear this for around 7 hours mark with this foundation without being very greasy, because with a lot of like Asian skincare, like we infused it foundation, it tends to get me a little oily with my oily skin. But I'm really impressed the finish of it and how long it can stay put on the face, and also because I do have congested area on the chin, so I can't really tell because is it because I have to exfoliate my face. But I really like the finish of it, and it does have a little patchiness, but it's not like noticeable. So overall, I just really like the finish of this foundation, and I don't think this foundation it will be a very long wear foundation. So if you like attending like an event or like attending like a few hours meet up with friends, I would definitely use this foundation. But I don't think this would be a good foundation for long term. If I'm going for like a San Francisco for a whole day with a whole full day schedule, I don't think I would be wearing this foundation. But this foundation is just kind of like a foundation that it makes me look good with the skin. So I don't know what kind of ingredients that it puts in the foundation to make like this kind of like skin like finish on a foundation. It looks like it kind of brighten up my face and it looks a lot brighter, but in a way that it looks very healthy, if that makes sense. And I just really appreciate on the coverage on the foundation, it does give me that medium coverage. And with a lot of like Asian foundation brand, they tend to go a lot lighter. Like with Korean, they like more of a lightweight kind of foundation coverage. So with this one, it does give me that very nice, natural, perfect amount of coverage. I really have been loving this. So here's my final thought. I really like this foundation. I do see the difference of this foundation compared to like the recent foundation that I've tried, because it does give me that very nice kind of glow, like skin light looking, but still it gives me that very nice medium coverage. So I do see the outstanding of this foundation that is catered to Asian skin tone. But again, I personally won't wear this foundation for throughout the day because I do have oily skin. And also I want to mention they now only have 8 shade range on their foundation. I know there's not a lot, but I believe they're working on it because they just started with this company, and with their support I believe they can expand their shade range. So right now I'm using shade number 2 mainly, and then mix with a little of a shade 1 to mix this perfect color for my skin tone. But I really like this color. It matches me perfectly with the mix, but I honestly don't think I would purchase the full size of 2 of the foundation because it's just really pricey. So I really hope in the future they would expand their shade range on the foundation. So that's all my foundation review today, and I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. And I really honestly love like working with startup company because I see like how they are putting all their work in their foundation, and especially it caters to Asian. So hope you guys this video is informative for you guys to pick up this foundation or not, and I hope you guys enjoy and give me a big thumbs up to support me, and also comment down below if you have any foundation you want me to try out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Yeah. I was finna write a song, but how I've been hella stressed. But I looked in your eyes and noticed I'm hella blessed. Staring at you on this airplane.